What's the deal? Yeah, what's the deal? What's the deal? How you feel? What's the deal? Where you at?
So y'all here? Y'all like inspiration? Y'all like motivation?
Denise Camille?
Y'all like ventilation?
Denise Camille?
Y'all know I gotta make up a few words here and there, but who y'all here with?
Ventilation and Denise Camille.
Under the act. But we not playing no games.
We're not into games. We don't like Sega, PlayStation, or Xbox.
So y'all here with Dilate the Dialogue with Denise Camille.
Dilate the dialogue.
We gotta open up, not them legs, but the mind.
Denise Camille.
Cause I know y'all trying to find y'all strength.
Denise Camille.
Intertwined with the life of me.
Denise Camille.
Greetings. How is everyone doing? Welcome back. We have another episode of Dilate to Dialogue with the one and only Denise Camille, the Urban Love Therapist, Relationship with Self Coach. Today we're here for another episode. I am the Urban Love Therapist. I am the Relationship with Self Coach, counseling couples, individuals with anxiety, children 10 and up. I'm grateful to be here, to be able to add another episode to this podcast, right? I come on this podcast, I talk about self-awareness deck. Y'all see that? I know this ring light is always not my friend. Y'all check out the self-awareness deck. Check out my courses. I am a course creator, a communicator, and a counselor, right? Speaking engagements are my thing. Writing books are my slang. For a way to engage and ignite the mind so that you will find your strength within yourself, right? I'm doing my best not to rhyme yet. Did you think it'll link? I don't even know. So yes, welcome back. Y'all check out my first book, Justice for the Caged Mind, written in intimate soliloquy format. Just, it talks about, in my breakdown came my breakthrough. And this book became my breakthrough. Justice for the Caged Mind, y'all. Written in 2017. That was my first book. Second book was written in an ebook format. It is called Nurturing the Soul, the 10 Quick Step Guide to Connecting Self and Spirituality, right? And you have my newest baby, Urban Life with Love. Urban Life with Love, 5 languages we speak. That approaches the life of learning yourself through therapy in a book. After every chapter, there are intimate questions to ask yourself. I always suggest to write in pencil because at least you get time to erase, think about like, man, I didn't mean that. Again, it's only you judging you or you assessing you, I should say. It's not a judgment. It's an assessment of where you are in your life at this point in time, right? Having to figure out what that looks like, right? Is it me or is it crazy hot in here? I think it's me, right? I'm just a hot mama. No. Don't mind me. I'm doing my best not to get giddy. Yes. So again, I shuffled and the one that stuck to the bottom, let me try shuffle again. Spirit, give us a card for today so we can talk and discuss and enjoy life, right? Enjoy life. May we have a card, please, spirits. I attempt to pre-shuffle, but I'm like, sometimes a pre-shuffle may not be the right shuffle. Either way, I'm grateful. Hopefully everyone is enjoying themselves today. It is another episode of your life, another chapter, another day. There we go. And I feel like I've done this one, right? I should be pulling out these cards as I'm doing them, right? I think I'm always like, no. Why are my ears red? Oh, because I'm hot. Oh, okay. Yeah. The humans that we are. Sometimes we forget. Okay. There we go. It flew out. Y'all see it? Personalize your prosperity. I was going to make sure that I didn't do this one yet. Let me just double check. Blues could do weekend too. Okay, we'll go with this one. I have not done this one yet. Personalize your prosperity. right? So, of course, we'll get to the quick definitions. We'll define personalize. And again, these can be very, very easy to identify. And it could also, as long as we're on the same page, to understand what these words mean. Personalized means designed or produced to meet someone's individual requirements, right? And then, wait, let me read it again. Designed or produced to meet someone's individual requirements or feelings rather than with general or abstract matters. We'll go with the first definition, right? Designed or produced to meet someone's individual needs. Individual requirements, I apologize. And I normally don't even apologize. Thank you for your patience. Prosperity is the state of being prosperous. Really, let's go with prosperous. Successful in material terms, bringing wealth and success. So basically, someone's individual requirements are bringing wealth and success into yourself, right? So we personalize our prosperity. And I like to have these definitions identified because sometimes, we can have one vocabulary word and mean two separate definitions. And I'm sliding off of this chair because I'm a little bit oily. I don't even know why. I know why. So I remember, quick story now, I always go into the stories, with my older daughter. One of her gifts, because I don't do, Christmas, I don't do all those holiday things. To me, I am your gift as children. I had a friend way back when she used to do these, what is it? The winter equinox, which was the 22nd of December. And, exchange gifts with the kids and her kids and made it work that way. Yet one year, my older daughter, Adaya, she ended up giving us African symbols, like the Adinkra symbols. And for myself, she colored it. It was like pieces of wood. It's really the little things that matter to me, y'all. She gave everyone pieces of wood, probably got from Hobby Lobby, and she carved out the wood, the Adinkra symbols. Everyone had something different. And she used my initials, Denise Camille, so it's DC. And I forgot what those had on there as well. Yet, on the Adinkra symbols, the ones that she gave me was knowledge and prosperity. And to me, that meant so much because that's, as a daughter looking up for her mother, that's what she saw me as having. To me, the way I looked at it as prosperous knowledge. Like I am an abundance of knowledge that I'm obtaining, and I'm grateful for it. Do I know everything? No. There's a lot that I do not know, yet I personalize that. I get into the factor of what I do know, I can discuss because I've experienced it and I can retain it. Would I like to know a whole lot more? Yes. Feed my mind. I love a good mind conversation. I love a good sapiosexual type of engagement, because again, everything starts in the mind. They say the most deadliest virus is an idea. Oh, let me say that again. The most deadliest virus ever to mankind is an idea. Why? Because it's something that stems up here. It's a seed that's been planted. And I talk about the mental abuse and how more potent mental abuse is compared to physical abuse and emotional. Not discrediting any of them. For me, I got the opportunity to experience all three: physical, verbal, and emotional. And I can tell you the mental abuse is really the place where you have to really hug your mind, hug your thoughts, being able to personalize your growth because you're still going to prosper. A tree does not cry itself away because it's lost leaves. It knows it still has a purpose to fulfill. It still has to personalize its prosperity. It still has something to bring into this realm of 3D, right? And us as human beings, asking ourselves, what are we personalizing? What are we bringing in that's prosperous for ourselves? What are we of value for? Some people have more smarts on other things and more experience and more knowledge. Just like I would tell, a lot of women, You kind of need that asshole around you because they're good for when an asshole is needed. For whatever it's needed for that. That's their personal prosperous moments. Or you need an asshole? Oh yeah, a man will raise his hand. Not to say that all men are assholes. It's more or less, sometimes you need that tendency to get things done. Either way, I digress. Personalize your prosperity, right? Having to figure out how personable have you become within yourself, right? How personable has life been for you where you know that you've accomplished things within you that produce growth, that produce progress, that produce legacy, that produce strength within you that you can pour on and into someone else. You know, a lot of times we as humans, we pour out of our empty cup. And we're thinking, no, I've got some more. I'm like, we're not the lady in the Bible where she kept pouring and she kept getting into the cup and whatever, the flour or whatever she needed, and it was always there. That's a story. Our lives are our stories, yet we're the ones writing these pages, right? Are we personalizing our prosperity? Be mindful of what that can look like for you in a place of lack. Could be mental lack. Could be emotional lack. Could be environmental lack. Are you able to personalize your prosperity? We'll take that quick break. Check out these commercials. We'll come on back for the second half of Dilate to Dialogue, y'all. All right. See you in the second half.
Greetings, everyone. Y'all here with the one and only. Y'all see I got some water in my eyes here. Denise Camille Hair Care Line. We're working it up with our Coolin shampoo and our bergamot conditioner, which you have bergamot oil and coconut oil and our rice milk based conditioner. These are kid-friendly products. They are organic, naturally made, here to stimulate the follicles of your future. Let's get it together. Denise Camille, how can I help you heal?
Hey, y'all. Greetings. Welcome back for the second half of Dilate to Dialogue with the one and only Denise Camille, the Urban Love Therapist, Relationship and Self-Coach. Wanting to finish off this topic, or let's dive in a little deeper with personalize your prosperity, right? Personalize your prosperity. What is that displaying for you as a human being? Rebuilding or building or connecting that relationship with self. What does that look like for you? Why do you not personalize your prosperity? And are you not thinking that you're not prosperous enough to personalize it? And sometimes it's like, what exactly? That sounds pretty generalized. Personalize your prosperity. Again, it's putting forth the effort to create a unique plan or goals for that matter that you want to see produce longevity in your life, right? And it could be as simple as feeding your mind. Like I go back to the mind, the knowledge and prosperity that my daughter gave me. It's having to know that I have an abundance of knowledge that can be used and will be used to assisting others that come into my realm or environment, for that matter, that I can assist with, that I can help breathe life back into, because I'm personalized in that, right? I have the knowledge. I'm equipped with the experiences. I was training under the elder for 5 years. Put it to good use. I'm personalizing my prosperity. I'm able to see what works and what doesn't work, right? And I'm able to tap into source to get the information needed for such questions needed to be asked, right? So personalizing your prosperity is having to see what is it going to take for you to recognize how important you are, how unique you are, and how much progress and how much, what's what I'm looking for? How many tools you have in your toolbox that's only uniquely made for you. You know, I'm thinking of Dora in the backpack. Backpack. She had specific tools that were personable to her that she needed to get to her final destination, right? She was prosperous. Her backpack was always prepared and was prosperous, yet it was made out just for her. A lot of times we as humans have tools that are really, really for us, but we're not understanding and understanding that it's our tool. So we're like, oh, I got tools. Oh, you need something? Oh, take my tool. All the while, you haven't even assessed why you need that tool, yet you try to give it away. Yet you attempt to give it away because in reality, you're like, wait, honestly, I think I needed that tool after the fact, right? Or even just being aware of self, just realizing that I need those tools for me. I need that tool. Or even when I tell my daughter, one of the things she used to ask, like, Mom, how do you just talk to strangers in the street, like in the store? How do you just do that? And I said, don't look at it as a stranger or another human being. Look at it as an energy source, because we're energy first, right? So imagine talking to someone else who's just like a blob of energy, and they're going back and forth. They're having a conversation. There's something in their toolbox. I'm thinking of the energy piece. Something in their toolbox that they need to give to you in order for you to build up more of you. And then you have something in your toolbox that easily energy exchanges, energy moves back and forth, right? So it's having to know that personalizing your prosperity will show you what exactly you're needing to do for yourself, for your growth. What exactly that means for you in order to strengthen yourself. How do you personalize your prosperity? How do you know you're prosperous? How do you know you're not prosperous? Have you looked at your life and assessed and said, you know what? I'm prosperous in this areas of my life. I need to develop my personality, right? And to see how do I structure it uniquely to have all avenues of my life prosperous. Because, of course, we have some that are stronger, some that are weaker. Some you can do with their eyes closed. And the hard parts are like, And I was just talking to someone earlier today about this, where I had to realize there were a lot of things that I procrastinated to do based out of fear. Mainly being, I didn't know what I didn't know, and I didn't know how to get to what I didn't know. So I just gave up. Until I had to realize, no, Denise, ask the right questions. Like I tell everybody, the dumbest questions are one you don't ask. I had to personalize my prosperity. How was I going to get to the next level? What is it that I need to do to ask myself, hey, get to the next level? Hey, get to a place of progress. Hey, what is that going to look like for yourself? Personalizing it, asking those intense questions of, why am I not prosperous in this area of my life? Why am I not able to grow with these areas of my progress? And of course, a lot of times we ask ourselves, hey, if I'm not here in this amount of time, what did I miss up on? What was the mishap? What did I glitch on? Knowing, like they say, again, if you want to make God laugh or Source laugh, give them your plan. Because, of course, life is that ebb and flow. Life is that knowing that sometimes things are moving in a different way. Why? Because you have to learn a different lesson. Some things happen in a way where you had to learn. You had to learn. How would you have learned if you didn't get put in that predicament? And this is not a good example. I'm thinking, like, how would you know how to dodge bullets if you weren't in a war? Nobody wants to know how to dodge bullets. Like I said, that wasn't a good example. Yet personalizing your prosperity allows you to grow and allows you to see where you need more growth. Where do I need to focus in on for myself to attest to the way I need my life to be lived, right? What is it going to take for me to sit down with myself and say, okay, insert your name. Okay, where are we? Why are we? When are we? And how are we? Setting forth the goal. And this is just for your character. This is just for your integrity, for your, your lack of, let's say, codependency, procrastination. I'm sure we can identify those one things about us that we just feel lacks value within ourselves. So we have to personalize that prosperous place that's lacking of our character. Why are we lacking? Let's get to that root. Me being an urban love therapist, I'm going to pull it all back. Let's pull it all back. Let's pull the onion back, peel it back. Okay, and how? And how? And how? And usually, 9 times out of 10, it goes back to your childhood, right? Going back to the moments of, why didn't I feel okay? Why am I not where I know I can be? What is it that's blocking me? Or what about me is blocking me? Having to see that. Is it worth it? Am I in a place of, let's get it together, y'all. Get it together. But, it's getting yourself in a place of, I just need to be a little bit stronger for me. Personalizing your prosperity. Everyone can be prosperous. It's what are you identifying as prosperity? Number one, checking out your vibration. Is your level of prosperity 3D? Materialistic things. Things that don't take you further. Things that don't teach your lineage more tools. It doesn't give them more tools in a toolbox. Because all you're talking about is money and cars. And things that really don't matter. It really doesn't. Yes, it looks good and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, yet what about the memories? What about the moments? Money is not a human. I'm sure plenty of people probably tried to do that. Try to build something out of money and say, oh, well, I got a human next to me. Really? Oh, okay. I'm done, y'all. With that being said, it's been another episode. I'm grateful. Dilate to Dialogue with Denise Camille, urban love therapist, relationship and self coach. I'm grateful for another episode, y'all. I give thanks. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. I'm thankful to my ancestors. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.